Hi students, this is yours social teacher from Crescendo English Medium High School. Already we discussing our earth lesson in 9th class. We had completed few topics in the beginning. Today's topic is differences between local and standard time. Today's topic is local and standard time. Listen guys, what is local time? What is standard time? Local time we find out at a differently. See that timing schedule is not equal in all regions. There is various from time to time of a region to region. Suppose in India we have time is 11:30, but the same time not expecting in another country because of sunrises when crossing from one longitude to another longitude, timings are changing. So students, today's topic is differences between local time and standard time. See, what is local time? The time at particular place fixed by the apparent movement of a sun. The time at particular place fixed by the apparent movement of a sun is called local time. The local times varies from one meridian to another meridian. The local times varies from one meridian to another meridian. This is called local time. That means due to sun rays falling on meridians, timings are changing. Next one is, what is standard time? Standard time means the local time along a meridian adapted officially at the time for another region. An entire region is called standard time. Listen, what is standard time? The local time along a meridian adapted officially at the time for an entire region is called standard time. You see guys, in our India, from one state to another state, there is few seconds or few minutes time differences there. The first sun rises in Arunachal Pradesh late in Gujarat. The first sun rises in Arunachal Pradesh and late in Gujarat. There is various of time schedules of place to place or region to region in a country. So, there is differences between local time and standard time. Next one is, what are the differences between equator and prime meridian? Before we want to know equator and prime meridian, you observe this is called globe. What is the shape of globe? Students, can you say? The shape of globe is oval shape. Don't say round shape. Don't say our globe is in a round. It is oval in a shape. So, a longest latitude which is drawn at 0 degree interval from west to east. From west to east. This longest latitude line were drawn at 0 degree interval on the globe from west to east is called equator. Is called equator. How many latitudes are there? How many longitudes are there? On a globe, there are 181 latitudes are there. 181 latitudes are there. The longest latitude line which is called equator, which divides our globe or our earth into two halves. Equator, it is the largest circle. You see guys, equator, it is a largest circle. Yes or no? At 0 degree interval, this is the longest latitude na? It is a largest circle. It is a parallel line. It is a, this is called parallel lines. This is called vertical lines. So, our equator and globe on a parallel direction. On parallel direction. Second one is what is called prime meridian. What is called prime meridian? The lines which drawn from North Pole to South Pole. From North Pole to South Pole at 0 degrees interval. At 0 degrees interval, the longest lines which are drawn from North Pole to South Pole, those lines are called prime meridian. The shape of prime meridian, it is a semicircle. It is a semicircle. And the direction of a prime meridian is, it is a vertical. The direction is vertical. Our shape is vertical. Have understood you guys? You know that differences between equator and prime meridian as well as local time and standard time. Next topic is what is grid. Before we want to know grid, longitudes and latitudes. Already you have an idea in the previous topics. How many longitudes are there? How many latitudes are there? You see, locating on the board, I drew two diagrams, longitudes and latitudes. There are 181 latitudes are there. 181 latitudes are there exactly. There are 181 latitudes are there. Second one is 360 longitudes are there. 360 longitudes are there. Just now we discussed shape of latitudes, shape of longitudes. Latitudes at parallel direction, longitudes at vertical direction. You know that? Yes, these lines are called grid lines. These lines are called grid lines. So, what is grid? Grid means on a globe, network of longitude and latitudes. On a globe, network of latitude and longitudes are called grid system. You observe one thing, on globe there are different lines are drawing. The different lines are drawing. So these lines are called latitudes or longitudes. So we call them grid lines. So uses of grid lines. Uses of grid lines, we can locate any place. Uses of grid lines, the first one is, with the help of grid lines, we can find or we can locate any place on the earth surface. We can learn how much about how hot or cold on the earth surface. Nearest to equator on the globe, you observe that some countries are getting lot of heat. The countries or places or regions near to the equator, there we can find lot of heat. At the same time, nearest to the North Pole and nearest to the South Pole, Arctic regions and Antarctic regions getting less heat, that is minus degrees Celsius temperature recording at Arctic regions and Antarctica regions. So with the help of grid, we can learn much about how hot or cold. Next one is, in which direction we go to reach. In which direction we go to reach. For example, for every longitude, when we cross every longitude, there are different places are there. With the help of these grid system or these grid lines or this grid system, we can reach different directions. How we go, how we reach to specific direction at a particular region, that is possible by grid system. Next one is, what time would be there at movement. That means we can find different timings by grid system in the world. These all called uses of grid system. Thank you. I hope you understood what I told you in the class. So students, you do one thing, everyone should buy books in our school and write running notes without fail. Thank you.